So hey guys, what's up everyone? My name is Priya Sultania and you're watching my YouTube channel Tech Battalion. Well, I'd like to thank everyone who have subscribed to my channel till now, and if you haven't subscribed till now, go there and hit the subscribe button. So also one of my videos of laptop is getting a good popularity, and I also not been promoting any of my videos. So if you haven't watched that video, go there and watch it. I've given the link in the description. Now in this video I'm going to tell you which should be the best smartphone for you if you have a budget of rupees around 10 to 15,000. Now this is a very competitive segment. Now unlike other YouTube videos, I'm not going to compare, I'm not going to rank this smartphone like which is the best smartphone, which is the worst smartphone in this price segment, but I'm going to tell you which is the best smartphone in their own segments. So the first thing which you need to do is to go there and ask yourself, what do you do in a smartphone? So let's say for a person who likes taking pictures and selfies, then what should be the best smartphone for that person? Now that comes in a different segment. So next is for the people who like multitasking, like playing games on phones like PUBG Mobile. So if you like multitasking, switching between apps, using the full potential of your phone, so that comes under performance segment. Next comes the looks. So there are many people who like looks a lot. They want their phone to look like a premium phone, but again they don't want to pay that much price. So now that also comes as a factor of choice, so that comes under a different segment. There are many people who like doesn't use the phone as much. They don't like taking much pictures, they don't like playing much games, but at the same time they want the best performance in terms of the battery life. So I'm going to help you with that. Unlike other YouTubers, I'm going to tell you which is the best smartphones in this particular segment. So let's play the intro. As earlier discussed, I'm going to tell you about only two smartphones that captures 3 out of the 4 categories which I mentioned earlier. So right now I'm going to talk about the first one, which is the Realme U1. It captures the camera, the looks and the performance categories. I'm going to focus more on the camera and the performance right now. So the front camera is a 25 megapixel Sony sensor camera. You can see the pictures, it gives a great clarity, a great portrait effect compared to other phones in this price segment. So the front camera looks quite phenomenal. Talking about the rear camera, it has a dual camera setup, a 30 megapixel and a 5 megapixel camera, which is good in low light condition, can capture slow-mo pictures and also good at portrait. Not as good as compared to other smartphones. The phone which I'm going to talk about right now has a great rear camera setup, but again it doesn't have a good selfie. Now talking about the performance, it has the flagship Helio P70 processor. Now it is a great processor. I know there are many people who hesitate to buy MediaTek processors because they aren't as good as Snapdragon processor in the long run, but again MediaTek is learning from its mistakes and now they are going to give you one of the best processors in this price segment, and if you want to play any kind of games like PUBG, it's going to be very smooth. So now talking about the looks is phenomenal. If you see the 19:9 aspect ratio of the screen with the body, and the camera looks amazing with this dewdrop effect, and if you see the back, it has a glass panel and it is available in multiple colors, so this makes the phone looks phenomenal. So these are the USPs of the phone. Rest of the things are also great. The only thing which it doesn't fit is in the battery category. The battery is a 3500 mAh battery, so for a phone who has Helio P70 as a processor, that much power is not enough. Rest everything looks great on paper and on board. Now if you're interested to buy something just right now, I would request you to give it a second thought. I would ask you to stop right now and wait for Redmi Note 7. So let's talk about the camera, which is the biggest USP of this phone. It has a 48 megapixel Samsung sensor camera, which is obviously quite a shock at this price range. And also it has a dual camera setup, so it also has a 5 megapixel portrait camera. Will enable you to give that portrait effect whenever you click a picture. So also it has a 13 megapixel front camera, which is quite an average, or I would say below average, and that's the point where this phone lacks, is the front camera. Talking about the looks, obviously it looks great. It has a dewdrop notch like Redmi 6 Pro, and also it has a glass back panel. Finally Redmi has thought of introducing a glass back panel instead of that metal plastic design which it used to have earlier. So the phone looks great and phenomenal. So it also has a Gorilla Glass 5 screen protection, so you don't have to expect much of scratches in your phones. So let's talk about performance. It has a Snapdragon 660 processor. We all know that this is one of the best processor in this price segment. So if you can wait a bit more, you have a flagship, a premium premium version of Redmi Note 7 coming up, which is the Redmi Note 7 Pro, which has a Snapdragon 675 processor. But again, both these processors are quite similar, and if you are more into gaming like PUBG Mobile, you won't be able to see a lot of a difference between these two processors. So I think you can go for Redmi Note 7. So I think Redmi Note 7 would be a good choice, and you have to wait a bit because it will launch in next month or maybe early March. So if you're in a rush and you want to buy a phone right now, then I think Realme U1 should be the best choice for you because it has almost 3 of the 4 categories which I talked about. And if you can wait a bit more, then you should go for Redmi Note 7 and not buy any other Redmi 6 Pro or 6 right now, because Redmi Note 7 is going to be a game changer, and whatever phones comes later on is going to be very phenomenal. So we have a real competition in this phone segment, and right now I think these are the only 2 smartphones which should be the best for you if you have that budget. So I'm not going to talk about any other smartphone because these 2 smartphones are killing in terms of camera, battery, performance and looks. So guys, this is it from my side. If you like the video, go there and hit the subscribe button, click on the like button as well, and if you want to say something, go there and write in the comment section. And also if you want to share with your friends, go there and share it with them. So this is it from my side. My name is Priya Sultan. I'll see you in the next one.